said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And you gotta love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it.
Throws toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
How about that first drive. The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and more. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Fox. Looking left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
With the catch, it's Cook. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The RPO, it's complete. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Makes the catch. It's Watson. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the second level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They want to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. The corners are walked up tight. He leads it with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Bama! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that.
Gonna let it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Fox. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Rolls onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Look out, he's got room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. On the run, it's Hawkins. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the tailback. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Has it. Breaks into the open. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 35. Speeding down the left side. He's at the tip, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams in the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Fox. Got a man, it's Hawkins.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out with a flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets them the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Fox. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Punt is on its way. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They've got the play bottled up. Bubble, it's out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls out.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is
Turning it on! He's at the touchdown Trojan! And the comeback is on!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Off play action on first down. He's going to take off.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Second down coming up. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Rushes on him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Handoff to the lone back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fine play action. Always a welcome play for the defense. They get a sack at the 47.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard. High level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Fox. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Georgia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Leaves it with the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Great job on 1st down. Great job on 2nd down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Fox. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
Makes the grab. It's Bell. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Fox. Got him downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have, it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell, just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the fourth quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Let's see if both sides are content to just let this half run out. The offense takes a knee. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical